I'm literally doing the limbo underneath the trombone. And then I just look up. It's Adrian Grenier.
Wow.
And he's like, and I'm like, Vinny Chase. and he looks at me and he's got a Bud Light in each hand. And I just remember thinking, smaller dude than I would have thought. Like, honestly, that's got to be the worst part about being that big of a celebrity is like, I just immediately was like, okay, let's go back to back. Like, I just want to know.
Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine. It's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys. We're just the good guys. Whoa.
Mazel Morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast.
We're here with the great Jared Freid. Honestly, Jared, you've been a very requested guest.
Really?
And I'm sorry you weren't on.
Let's not start an apology.
By the way,
we are.
I'm really
we're
not sorry.
friends.
I don't even know why I
sorry.
said it like that.
You
I'm
don't
not sorry.
It's such a pleasure to be here. I'm pumped for this. I listen. I got on a 5 a.m. flight to be here just with you guys. I was so pumped to be here.
He did, Josh. He had a multi-leg. All right, Jared, walk us through yesterday, okay? Yesterday, you're at the Chicago Bears game.
That's
Bear
right.
down.
Bear. See, you know some stuff.
Yeah, that's just, but like, I don't know these new guys. I asked him, Josh, I'm like, how's Justin Fields playing? He's like, what are you, nuts?
You know that a non-Jew came up with bear down? Because if a Jew came up with it, it'd be grin and bear it.
Bear down.
Bear down. I mean, it was like the playoffs. It was like, like my brother's a coach for the team. He's on the staff. And it's like, imagine having, being in a fantasy football league or knowing someone in a fantasy football league where their literal livelihood is on the line. It's like, it's a game of, it's your life. And it's like my parents came, my brother's wife is there. Like I'm so like, and I don't know if you guys have, like in my family, I'm like so the slapstick idiot brother.
Yeah.
Like I don't matter. Like he's got real life things. They bought a house, they're like talking about having kids and like I'm just there like, spilling my drink on myself like at the game and they're like, Jared, 2 left hands. Like my mom's just yelling at me like telling everyone he can't drive. He's horrible. He can't do anything. And then we're all there supporting my stud brother.
Yeah.
But it was
What's his position for the team?
He's
coach?
on the headset with the coach. He's like game management stuff. So like that's the other thing. Like decisions are being made and
on the offense.
The game strategy. It's like,
so what went wrong during this game that we can pin on?
No. That's the hard part. Afterwards, I don't even know how well he did. Like sometimes you go like, after like if someone scores a touchdown, like I go to him, I'm like, you have to be careful because I got to go up to him and be like, so how did it go? Like I don't say it was great. I don't say it was bad. Like because I don't know. We all don't know. Everyone loves football, but we don't know. It's like everything, you don't know it unless you work at it, and but football it's like yesterday there was they tie it up at the last second, and I'm getting like 30 texts on my phone from people like I haven't heard from in years because they're like, it's the one thing on TV. Everyone's watching it.
Were they all texting you, Jared, your audio is muted on all of your stories? I went to watch his Instagram stories, Josh. They're him. He's having a great time. He's talking to camera. He's at the Bears game. No audio.
And
that hurts. That hurts.
It really does crush me because Ben's message to me is like, there's no audio. It's muted. And it's like, oh my God. And no one had messaged me yet. Even worse. No one noticed.
So nobody even put it on. They were just skipping.
Right.
Jared.
No one even cared about what the fuck I was saying.
Jared, we're not here for the Bears content.
Right.
Okay?
No, we're here to see like what your parents are like, like how crazy they are.
Isn't that annoying? Like whenever you post something that you're actually passionate about, they don't give a shit.
No, we watch it. We forget that like how I do things is how everyone do things. Yeah. Like when I go through stories, it's mindless. It's just like keep going. Like there's like one person a month who's like, why do you always post your dates every day for shows? And I'm like, oh, everyone's noticing. But like no one cares. Most people won't see it. That's why I post it every day to be like, a little touch point,
So they show up. So they come.
So they come. But yesterday was like top 10 days of the year, like just like being with my family, and like we're at the game, we're freezing cold. It's all the insanity of my parents and like my brother, like kind of like going through. And then we went out for his birthday afterwards. We went to like a steak place and ate our faces off.
Is he, obviously it's not only losing the game and they played amazingly, but it's the playoffs, right? So now they know they're done. Are you working to get him out of the dumps, or is he able to kind of leave work? He can at work.
Well, it's like the discussion of the meal. Like we're talking about, like it's way less emotion. There's emotion to it, but it's like way less. Like everyone's just like, so what happened here? How about this play? Like like we're all talking about it. It doesn't hurt the meal. Also, he didn't do anything like in his eyes that like was detrimental to his career. Like
sure.
If he was the reason they lost the game, it's maybe it's different. Mm-hmm. But he's he was an active part of a really well played game. And
so it was a 3:00 game, right?
I think it was later. It was like 5:30. I mean,
so when did you guys sit at dinner? Because
10:00.
That's tough.
Oh, that's late.
Brutal.
That's late. What was that sleep like? Bad, sweaty.
10. We're in all our like snow clothes. We're going into this nice restaurant, and like we like sit like 7 layers, take it all off, and then like now we're ordering.
Where'd we go? Gibson's?
We know.
Gibson's?
So we went to Gibson's. He knew.
How did?
It's
how?
Chicago, baby.
Josh knows something about everything.
A little touch.
Literally the last.
Hold on, it's getting hot in here, and I just.
Wow.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh my God. Do you see his shirt, Josh?
Gorgeous merch. Gorgeous merch.
Claudia will be so happy.
I just wanted to make sure I got cooled off in my fresh. I think these are women. I didn't know there was men and women's t-shirts. I think I'm wearing a woman's.
By the way, and you 100% you're wearing a woman's t-shirt. The green looks fantastic.
Thank you.
It perfectly with your hat.
I matched everything and the watch. I was like, when I went on the toast last time, I was like, next time I go on, I'll wear the shirt, like, because I got dressed up last time. And then they were like, yeah, we're back from maternity leave and everything. I was like, I got to like surprise it at some point.
This is such a
I'm wearing
shirt.
the team gear.
And you bought this shirt before you went on your GLP-1.
Yes,
a little bit
before the journey.
Before the journey. Josh is a journeyman as well. He's a journeyman.
Wait. What was the order at Gibson's? I've never been to Gibson's.
You got to go.
All I see is that gigantic chocolate. I just performed it at Notre Dame, and I was staying in Chicago, and I don't know how I messed up the timing, but I didn't go. I'm so disappointed.
Here's the thing. You walk into Gibson's, it's like walking into like Chicago Dan Aykroyd land. Like it's like Second City. Like you feel like you're in Chicago. There's the piano. There's a guy at the piano. There's women like sitting at the piano having a martini. Like you have to get a martini. You have to get the steak. You have to like get all the, the twice baked potato. That's like their thing. And and it's just like you go, I am in a snow globe that says Chicago.
Yes.
And that's like, like it's like and like the waiters are all like dressed up and they're giving you shit and telling you what to order. It's one of those things that like, I'm sure it's good, but like that whole, you're living the Chicago vibe. Like that's like the, it makes it that much better, and everyone's like singing around the bar and, like it just feels like you're in like a National Lampoon's movie. Yeah.
In a movie.
Yeah. I can't believe you guys have never been to Gibson's.
No. And like the one time I went to Chicago, about the one time I went to Chicago, Josh? The Steve Harvey show? We've spoken about this before. Claudia gets a call. We've been dating for like a year. And they're like, we want Claudia to find her boyfriend on Steve Harvey.
Okay.
And like, I wasn't going to tell her not to do it because at the time it's like, she's going to go on daytime television.
Right.
So we're like, okay, we're going to go to Chicago and you're going to be matched up and find your boyfriend on TV while your boyfriend sits backstage watching it.
TV magic.
So that fully happened. And then we went to the Bean. And then I think we went to Pizza Uno and I went home.
Right.
And we stayed at a lovely hotel. The Langham. What a hotel. This is a beautiful
Were you there
hotel.
in the winter? Like, I mean, it's always winter there.
It was reasonably cold.
Yeah.
I don't recall. It wasn't pleasant. So like, I think it's probably like February.
Yeah. This was like scrunch your face cold. Like, you're like, what am I doing here cold?
Ugh.
Like, yeah. But I mean.
You told me 7 degrees.
7 degrees at the game.
what do you wear to the game? You have to be wearing underlayers, long johns.
I was wearing jeans, t-shirt, then snow pants over the jeans, sweatshirt over the t-shirt.
The hell is that? Snow pants over jeans.
I know. I agree with you, but listen, I'm packing to go. Like this is like I can't bring my whole closet.
But you can bring a thermal, or you can bring.
I was actually weirdly comfortable. I'm with you. I like if I saw a guy play basketball with jeans, I would like
jeans under his shorts.
Yeah. I would like immediately hate him.
Yeah.
I mean, like if anyone like wears the improper clothing to like a sporting event,
yeah,
I'm out on them as a person.
Of course.
Yeah.
Especially when you wear a jersey that has nothing to do with the game.
Yeah. No. Get out of here.
Who'd the Bears play?
They played the Rams.
Yeah, and I'm sure so Bears, Rams, and I'm sure that there was like some guy in like a Phoenix Suns Charles Barkley jersey.
Right.
You're like, wrong sport.
Just want to be at
wrong
the sports
guy.
game. Yeah.
You just want to be, I'm at the game and I own a jersey. Like,
the Bears fans, though, like are like oddly knowledgeable. Like they're like when the offense is on the field, they're literally going, shh. Like it is as quiet as I have ever. It's like respectful. Like there was actually like some decorum, which I like. My dad and I, like, we were like, what is going on? And like, also, they have never really won. They've never really been great. Like they had the 85 Bears, which is like.
Was that
like,
Ditka?
That was the Ditka Bears.
Everybody knows, Josh, everybody knows Ditka. Mike Ditka. He's a celebrity.
But he's like a Chicago mascot, too. Like if you looked at him, you go, that's Midwest.
Yeah.
You know, like he's dressed in Midwest. And it was like, and just everyone at the game was just like, just zoned in, didn't sit the whole time. This is the first time I've sat in 30 hours.
I'm so sorry.
That's great.
And
it's
Josh,
unacceptable when people stand at events. For what?
Right.
We bought a seat, sit down. Because if you stand, I have to stand, and it's a ripple effect.
This sounds like my dad. My dad was like, if they just sit down there, we can all sit all the way up. And it's like.
Facts.
Yeah. I was like, it felt like a college atmosphere. Like it had the town felt like, sometimes you lose that. Like New York City, you lose that a little bit. There's like, everyone's a transplant. Everyone's trying to do their own thing. LA, you lose that. I'm here to get mine. Yeah. There's something to, like, I'm from Boston. Like when the teams are good, everyone's got their arms around each other. You can ignore any other issue in the world. It's just like, this is about the game. And like, it kind of felt that way in Chicago. Like everyone, leaving the stadium, no one's like screaming. People are just like kind of Eeyoring out of there.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Momentous. Folks, I think you know this by now, but I take creatine every single day. I discovered something, okay? I want to be brutally honest with you all. Okay. I told you that in this new year, I am going down to as little supplements as humanly possible because I was taking too many supplements. You shouldn't be itchy. Okay. You shouldn't look to solve your problems by taking supplements. You should take everything back, remove everything, and then start to add. And let me tell you, the first thing that I immediately added back was creatine, but I did it in a different way. If you're not working out, you do not need 5 milligrams of creatine. Okay. You don't need it. If you're not working out, you don't need 5 milligrams of creatine. I read, and it could be true, it could not be true, that all you need is 1 milligram of creatine, which is probably why our beautiful friends at Momentous make the 1 milligram chew of creatine, because they knew that, okay? I needed to figure it out for myself, but they knew that. And let me tell you what creatine does for me personally. It helps me with that brain mouth. It helps me with that brain fog. It helps me just have a sharper brain throughout the day. And everybody's like, Ben, you're sounding really smart. Yeah, it's my creatine, okay? It has nothing to do with me. Creatine is absolutely fantastic when taken the right way. Now, when I take 5 milligrams of creatine and then I don't work out, honestly, it feels like a little bit too much for me. I really should just be working out. But you can only lead a horse to water, okay? 1 milligram for me right now is perfect. But the moral of the story here is that the best creatine comes from Momentous. You can get their creatine chews. You can get their creatine powder. It's it. It's really helpful for men and women, and I highly recommend it. Not just if you're looking to build muscle. Everybody loves to talk about the building muscle, okay? It's also great for your brain. So folks, right now, Momentous is offering our listeners 35% off your first order with promo code GOODGUYS. Go to livemomentous.com and use promo code GOODGUYS for 35% off your first order. That's livemomentous.com, promo code GOODGUYS. Josh, have you been to a playoff football game, a playoff Jet game with Ken, or no?
No, so Jared, my father-in-law was a quarterback for the Jets for like
Come
10
on.
years.
Who's your father-in-law?
His name's Ken O'Brien. So
Your father-in-law's Ken O'Brien?
all through the 80s. Yeah.
That's
Ken O'Brien.
crazy. Yeah, he's like one of like the longtime Jets QB. Like there's not a lot of those.
He's one of the greats. And I have been to a Jets game with him, and it's pretty darn exciting.
I mean, he must come on the field, wave to the crowd like he's one of the like guys who won the Hunger Games at one point. You know, like
Yeah. He's the guy.
He's so beloved, and the Jets fan base is fascinating. I actually don't think he gets enough love
probably
from
not
the Jets
because their history,
organization.
the history, all they talk about is the negativity. So it's hard to be like, oh, Ken O'Brien, like, you don't. It's hard to look back and not. It always becomes about the Jets have always sucked. Like it's just not fair. It's probably not fair to him.
You're so right. And he was one of the one happy points in the last 4 decades of being a Jets fan. And it's funny, Ben and I were doing one of our marquee Amazon lives a few months ago. And I'm wearing a Jets hat at Amazon headquarters in New York. And the security guard looks at me, he goes, "You a Jets fan?" And I go, "Yeah." And I love this because I get to, for the first time, be a true Jewish mother. I go, "You'll never guess who my father-in-law is." And I go, "Ken O'Brien." And the guy looks at me, he goes, "Being a Jets fan ain't easy, but Ken O'Brien made it a little easier."
Wow. Oh my
like,
God.
Yeah.
Even that sentence structure felt like a hug.
That's nice.
Right. Like that
It's
felt
so
like it was
good.
set in a movie about Christmas in New York City.
I think Ken O'Brien might be he's like the Walt Frazier. Like as a Knick fan,
Right.
we have like a couple of guys, but like again in a history of just absolute disaster.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks have you're right. I mean like the history isn't
Like we prop up like a Patrick Ewing. He didn't do diddly.
right.
He didn't do diddly. Well, Frazier, that's the last championship.
Right.
73.
And people are passionate. Like the
And
Jets
we've kept him
conversation.
around everywhere in his suits, Walt. He's a part of. He's in the leather.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's there. He's
And it's one of those things where people like, especially the Jets, like that guy talking to you about like, it always comes down to like, life is miserable, huh? Like it's like every
New York
conversation.
sports.
Yeah, the Knicks too. Like you go, but there's a passion for it. Like it's like we love it. And
yeah. And it used to always be New York sports used to always be okay. We suck, but the Yankees have 26 World Series.
right.
And let me tell you, we've been saying that actually for 15 years. Like, oh, it's
Right.
fine, but we have 26 World Series. We don't have anything.
right.
And we had the Mets, and then the Mets didn't offer anybody money. And Pete Alonso, dear friend of the pod, went to the Orioles.
Mm.
And now New York, we have the Knicks.
Well, and it's also fractured.
And they don't even win.
Right. Well,
But the
there's
Knicks are
two
good.
teams in
Yeah.
every.
It's fractured.
It's fractured because people are like, I'm a Nets, Jets.
Please.
Uh,
Anybody who says Nets, this is immediately a character flaw. You tell me
Yeah.
that you're a Brooklyn Nets fan,
right.
miss
It's
me.
ridiculous.
Okay, miss me. Tell me that you were a New Jersey Nets fan. Cool. Brooklyn
Right.
Nets fan? No, miss me. What were you going to say, Josh?
No, it's not real.
No.
Now, what do you guys feel now, Jared? You're out there, dating around, being a young man, swiping on the apps, living the life.
That's me.
What
They call me living the life Freid. That's me.
do you care about it if one of the people you're dating cares about sports? Is that like a turn on, a turn off?
Turn
or a
on.
medium?
I like any interest. I like any passion I am passionate about. I just love when people love stuff. Like when I
Yeah.
date someone, I want someone with a real opinion. I don't care if it's annoying. I don't care if it's stupid. I want them to like defend it, but not like in the way that they're like dogmatic. I want like the reason behind it, how they got there. Like if someone was like, I am a huge fan of this because it can go back to this. I like lore. Like I like hearing, like when the whole Ashley Tisdale thing happened.
Yep.
And she writes this
Yeah.
op-ed. She writes the op-ed about the mom group that expelled her or something. I was like, this is awesome. And then I started hearing from women. They're like, oh, you don't know the half of it. And like you start hearing from these women who are like, just know everything about the Tisdale mom group because it's like millennial nostalgia stuff. I was like, I'm so turned on by that, like
By knowledge.
Yeah, just like you're into something. Like if you're into a team, if you're into a show, bring me in.
Yeah.
Make me, you be Aesop. Tell me your fable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
Like,
love that.
I don't know. It's like when there's the classic, like, do you go on a date with someone and they order a salad? And you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Let's discuss a menu.
Show me what you want to eat.
Show me.
Yeah.
Let me disgust me.
Yeah. Unless you end up marrying a party who doesn't want to eat anything.
Well, that's
and then you're just ordering for yourself. You
Right.
just got to learn that whatever you wanted her to order that you wanted to share, you just need to order too.
It's just on you.
It's just on you.
Well, even at that point, it's interesting because at least there's a direction taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my wife, about 3 years into our relationship became vegetarian, and 5 years in became a vegan. And we can still get it on like Asian fare and whatnot. Like we can crush some good like mapao tofu and string beans. We can do some things. But for the most part, that shared unctuous Jeffrey Ina moment of like us double barreling a hot dog, Lady in the Tramp style,
Right.
that'll never be.
Now you
I
can do it with
have it
tofu.
with myself, Josh. You have to have it with yourself. I have it with myself.
Right.
I have a
Totally.
question. If the girl is incredibly interested and motivated by veganism, are you as on board as what you just described?
I like what you just did. This is great podcasting.
You like that, right?
It really is.
Well, yeah, but it's got to be real.
It's real.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm saying it's real.
If someone's really for that, then they got places to go. They're showing me different dishes.
Totally.
Like I don't know. I think I'm along for the ride at that point. I want to do less.
You're really
in the
dedicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it wouldn't the thing is like people think that I'd be like vegan, get out of here, and like throw them into an ocean. But it's like, I just don't like when people are like telling me they're vegan while being like, well, only on Saturdays. Like I don't like that.
Sure.
Like let's like if this is really something like when you're like basically trying to like tell me who you are before being who you are. That's a big thing with dating. Is like a lot of people are out there on apps being like, I am this and I do this, and then you find out they're like, no, you're not an extrovert. You're not an introvert. You're like it's a lot of telling before showing. Like which is, I guess that's what you do when you're told, make a profile.
Yeah.
You have to kind of do that.
Let's all go around and say our green flags in a date. Like, what's like the one or two things that come up that if they came up immediately, I'd be like, ooh, this is like second, third date territory. Like this girl and I, we're vibing.
Like something that she did or said. Yeah, you start.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you have one in mind?
If we had sex on the first date, I'll tell you though.
Hey, I'm looking for casual. Oh my God. Well, that's my green flag.
Like I will tell you this though, I would be nervous to connect because I've had that before where like I've connected with someone who was like, I'm like, this person's cool and like checks all these boxes. And then you get intimate and you're like, yo, we don't connect in this way. Like we're just in different worlds. And I know I'll never be able to get over that. Like that will sully everything else. So I'm like, darn, I wish we had done this in reverse so we could have both sort of said, thanks for trying earlier on.
Josh, I'm so lame. I haven't been on a date with a different girl since I was 19 years old.
And even at 19, like a date is like all make believe.
No.
It's not real.
No, not real at all.
You're carrying a parent's credit card.
Yes.
You've never opened mail.
Yes.
Like there's like
it's nothing.
It's playing house in its most
100%
playhouse way. Yeah.
So the most green flag for me, which is what I still love about my wife, is if you can make me laugh, and if you can make me laugh, that's it. Like if a girl, I've met a lot of girls. I don't find them nearly as funny or entertaining. And maybe my bar for humor is high. But if we have the same humor, I can make you laugh, you can make me laugh. That's my green flag.
What you're saying isn't even like I to extend on what you're saying. You want a good improv partner.
Yes.
Like, dates are not stand up.
Yes.
If I'm on the date and all I do is
You're
talk
right.
and
not make me, you're right.
Right. Let's
You're right.
laugh together.
You're right.
Like if you
Yes.
get it in a way where it's like I've had those dates where you're like, wow, we'd be good on stage together.
Yes.
And it's like that doesn't mean that person's a performer. That doesn't mean we just know where the other one lets off. And it's like I have that all the time. It drives me crazy where someone like they'll come into like the DMs and like be like, well, you're kind of funny, but I'm way funnier than you. I'm like, ugh,
Bleh.
get out of here.
Fuck.
Like, you
off.
so don't get it. You so, like, I would never say that to another person. I don't even think I'm funny.
Yeah.
You know, so like, for like, you're like, you know, people think if you go on stage, it shows their insecurity. Like, people sometimes show their insecurity by me, or just even saying you have a podcast and do some form of entertainment or comedy. Their response to you shows their insecurity.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I don't need this competition. I want to like play with you, not at you, you know?
Do you prefer, Jared, that people know who you are before a date, or would you rather it where they're just perhaps not aware of
I don't know. I'd like to hear what you say about this. Like, when you were dating, because that's like a different thing. You know, you have a whole career and then you're going on date. I don't like both ways. I don't like anything. Now I sound like my mom. But I like, if someone comes on a date and they go, I didn't know you at all. Like, didn't have any idea. Never even heard of you.
It's like,
my friend, and it's like, enough already. Stop it.
It's like what Josh and I talk about all the time, where somebody will come up to you on the street and they're taking a picture. Not for them.
Right.
They have no fucking clue who you are. They could give two shits if you live or die, but they're their friend. Oh my God, she would die if I didn't get a picture with you. That is 100% significantly worse.
Right.
If somebody starts a date, because by the way, anybody who says, I have no fucking clue who you are, 100% knows exactly who you are.
Right.
And they're too insecure to even tell you that they're a fan of yours. It's even worse.
But and then there's an opposite side of it where it's like, they're a huge fan. And I'm like, that's probably something that I'm like, I don't want to... not taking advantage of it, but it's also like, it's not even real. Like, they're so far ahead of me that I can't catch up to them. So like, there's like a weird middle ground of like being like you could even say to me, hey, I gotta say, like, I've actually never seen your stuff, but I have friends who like really like your stuff, or like you just say, I've never seen your stuff, but it's like very cool. You could be interested, you know, without being.
Why do they even need to say that?
You don't even have to say
normal
it. But if
people,
they got,
no, I'm saying normal people don't say that.
Right.
It's not how normal people first meet.
Right. Well, they think you have an ego, so they're trying to like
placate to your ego,
or play it down, or let you know. I don't know. Maybe they think very little of me, and they're like, this fucking egomaniac needs to be brought down a peg, you know, so that he can have a normal date with me, which is like a weird way to go on a date. Like, hey, let me kick him in the nuts before we start, so he'll shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't even know what to do anymore. You know, like because, like, I mean, when you were going on dates, like, how did you meet your wife? Like, I mean, that must have been, like, why? Especially the child stuff, you know? Like, you're an adult now. They know you from, like, on a you know what I mean? I don't know.
It was, I mean, not unlike Ben. I met my wife when I was 24, and we basically got together when I was 25. So I didn't do too much super grown-up dating, but I kind of had a rule where if I was dating a girl if I was 23 and she was 23, or like within like 20, if you were my same age, I understood. But if you were like 22, 21, 20 years old, I was like, listen, you might hate Drake and Josh. You might not fuck with it at all, but you're aware of it.
Right.
You know it existed. Because remember, back then there was one network for kids, one show at a time. TiVo wasn't out, no social media, there was nothing else to watch.
Well, did you have girls claiming, Josh, that there were clearly in there that, I've never even heard of Drake and
now
Josh.
you just outed yourself as a liar.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. That's insane.
Well, also, to say you hate Drake and Josh,
by the way, that's
Josh.
No, that's also just a red flag in general.
Absolutely, but it's like actually a crazy. This happens. I'm sure that happens a lot. Like, I don't like when someone hates things that the national population has decided on.
Totally.
Like, when someone says I hate Taylor Swift, I'm like, I don't need to be brought into your I think I'm interesting hot take.
Yeah.
Like,
totally.
We have decided Taylor Swift is ketchup.
Yeah.
People en masse, people love ketchup. I can respect how popular Taylor Swift is. I can respect the career, the width. I mean, she just had the largest tour since Michael Jackson.
You're bringing up a great point. I hate that type of person too. The
Right?
one that for absolutely no reason just can't get on board.
Well, they're trying to tell you something else.
Yeah.
It's such a tell that you push your cards in the middle. It's like a bluff tell. Like they're bluffing.
Yeah.
Because to say I hate, like Taylor Swift's the best example because it's like, you don't hate Taylor Swift. Like that's actually the dumbest opinion.
You're
That's not
probably jealous
opinion.
of Taylor Swift.
You're jealous of something. You hate people who like Taylor Swift. That's okay. That's actually like a depthy opinion. The people and give me a reason. But to just say I hate Taylor Swift is just I don't know. One time I took a picture of my food and there was hummus on the plate and someone responded, ugh. And I'm like, no, we've decided on hummus. It's over.
Hummus is in.
You're ugh. You should be embarrassed for your ugh.
You should.
The way to say it is, you know what? I'm just not into it.
No, by the way, you don't say anything.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah, and get to the root of it. What do you got against garbanzo beans, you fuck?
Right.
Tahina?
Delicious. It's great.
Give me a break.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Hero Bread. Folks, new year, new us. We need to get skinny or we need to stay skinny. Or if you're already skinny, if you're already fit, then you really need Hero Bread because Hero Bread will help you stay skinny and stay fit. Because have you been looking your entire life for bread that looks like bread, that tastes like bread, that actually is low carb, high fiber, high protein? If it walks like a duck, what is that? Smells like a duck? It's probably not a duck. It's a duck. I'm telling you, this time it's a duck. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's not just breads, okay? It's breads, buns, tortillas, bagels. What if I told you, okay? Is this something you'd be interested in? 1 gram net carb Hero buttermilk biscuit. You're getting a biscuit for 1 gram of net carbs. Or what about a croissant for 2 grams of net carbs? Are you kidding me? The protein bar you had this morning had 10 grams of net carbs. We get a whole croissant for 2 grams of net carbs. There's a waiting list for that, by the way. There's a drop every single year. It's at hero.co. And if you want that, then you need to sign up for the waiting list. But a couple of more things, okay? You would never know that these products are between 0 and 5 grams of net carbs from the texture because the texture is otherworldly. They're soft, fluffy. It's absolutely fantastic. And there's no compromising here. Okay, we're not trying to sell you bread that tastes terrible, but really is very healthy for you. It is so good, so fluffy, so fantastic, but also happens to be better for you, such as their protein breakfast bagel with 19 grams of protein. You're going to walk out full. You're going to feel great before a big, beautiful day. So folks, this year, hit your goals without giving up your favorite bready dishes. Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order when you go to hero.co. That's hero.co and use code GUYS at checkout. That's guys at hero.co. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Hims. Folks, ED doesn't mean your love life is over. It means it's just getting started with personalized treatment options to help you take back control and spontaneity thanks to daily meds. Folks, through Hims, you can access personalized prescription treatment options for ED if prescribed. Hims offers access to ED treatment options ranging from personalized products to trusted generics that cost 95%, you heard that right, 95% less than brand names if prescribed. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. This isn't a one-size-fits-all care that forgets you're in the waiting room. It's your health goals put first with real medical providers, making sure you get what you need to get results. Think of Hims as your digital front door that gets you back to your old self with simple 100% online access to trusted treatments for ED and more all in one place. So folks, to get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, you gotta go to hims.com/goodguys. That's HIMS.com/goodguys for your free online visit. hims.com/goodguys. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan.
I also have an issue with, there's that great quote, which I'm sure you know, the great Chris C.D. always talks about, you know, Theodore Roosevelt has that quote of like the man in the arena, right? And it's much harder to be the guy standing there performing and fighting for his life than to be up in the rows of crowds throwing shit at the people in the arena. And so I completely agree. Like, listen, I love Taylor Swift as much as the next guy. I don't put her music on. It's not necessarily for me, but like, I would never think that it was dope to talk shit about someone who has been such a net positive for the world.
Right.
Like, what a mistake.
Yeah, I think being thoughtful about something, like hating something isn't really thoughtful. Like I think that's
Totally.
like the
No, you have to have a reason. Hatred is typically blind. I do it all the time. I'm with Claudia. She'll say, "Oh, you want to go to dinner with these people?" I'm like, "I hate him." Like,
Right.
You know, she's like, "What do you mean you hate him? Like, why do you hate him?"
right.
Like, and then I start to think about it, and it's like, maybe I hate him because one time he did something that he doesn't even remember that he did.
Right.
And I just like have had in my brain for the last 10 years that I don't really like this guy. When in reality, I probably don't hate him.
No, I call it FTG mode.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy mode. So like when someone brings up a name, your initial response, I think a normal initial response is go, fuck that guy.
It is.
And I like go, you have to accept FTG mode, acknowledge it, and then bring it back.
Yeah.
You have to go, and just like you just did, like, you know what? I don't not want to go to dinner with that person, but here's where it comes from. Here's how it, it's laced in my own insecurities.
Yeah. Josh, do you and Paige have a couple of great couple friends?
We do. We have a great set of about 2 or 3 couples who we love.
Yeah.
And we have many couples, many people who we group hate. And fuck, does it feel? We have a real group hatred of them for different reasons.
Yeah.
And we have a couple of people who we love, but we talk shit about.
How do you guys decide? I haven't been in a relationship like that. Like
It has to.
How do you decide on the couples?
You
like,
have to be firing on all cylinders. It's very rare. It's probably honestly like meeting a girl and liking her and going on more than one date. Like you're dating the couple, okay? I'm dating the guy and I'm dating the girl, by the way.
Right.
Because if I really like the girl and then Claudia's stuck talking to the guy and the guy is miserable, then that doesn't work either. You need to be able to properly date both the guy and the girl.
And them together as a couple. Like their dynamic has to work.
1,000%.
It's funny. I was thinking on the way in here, I was like, I don't think men like making friends. Like, I don't think that's like something like when I moved. So I moved to Delray Beach. And when I moved, every time a woman heard I was moving, she would go, "So do you have any friends down there?" And I'd be like, "No, I don't. That's not even a thought on my mind." Like, what do you mean? Do I have any friends? What am I, a loser? Like, I'm going to be fine alone, staring at my phone, just like I am in every other city that I go to alone. Like, and I just, and I was thinking about, meeting you and we played golf.
We're
friends. But you're probably my first new friend in like 2 decades. Like, and I was like thinking, maybe Ben, like we could get to know each other, more than now. And he'd be like, I met him and I'm out. Like I've never been turned down as a friend because all of them were made kind of like in childhood, never, I guess I've made friends, doing stand-up and being around, but it was also like work was there, like we, and I was like thinking about like, cause I'm trying, I'm going on dates at 40 and I'm like, who do I think I am? I haven't made a friend in 2 decades. Ben's my first new friend in 20 years. And I'm like, oh, I'm also going to meet a woman who I'd suddenly become best friends with. Right. Yeah. And I'm like, well, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
What is dating at 40 like? Because I feel like I would crush it.
40, especially in the male, it's way easier for men. Like any talk of like the male loneliness plight, that's like loser talk, like those, that's like those are like the loud internet nerd losers. Like like those are like, I don't really like, I understand like being alone. I just said the friend thing. So that's part of, I guess, the male lonely. Like my dad didn't have a friend in the world my whole life, and he would just come home and just go into bed and watch TV. And like, then we'd eat dinner, I
think my dad's having a renaissance with friends. I also can tell you my dad never had a friend.
And it's new, right?
And now my dad has like, it's all the friends, by the way, that he met throughout his childhood. These are not net new friends.
Okay.
But they've all gotten back together.
Right.
And now they're friends. And now my dad will call me, Ben, we're going for 3 weeks to the Galapagos. I'm like, please don't die. Especially because you have no idea. You haven't seen these people in 30 years. Like they could have gone away for
I'm going with Phil to the Easter Islands. You saw the totems? Me and Phil are going to see the totems, Benjamin.
Literally, he hasn't been friends with these people in so long. They could have done 25 to life, got acquitted, and are now back in his life.
That happened to my dad. My dad, I remember when I went to visit him in Florida, when they moved down to Florida, I was like, he's like, we got to cross the street. There's a woman coming across the street. He goes, we got in an argument. I go, you talked to someone new? Like, I was like, he's like, yeah, we've been in he's like, we just got to cross the street. I'm like, you're in the drama? Like he was always like hiding in his bedroom while my mom talked to people, but it's just like the dating at 40.
Yes.
It's not difficult for men. It's the other problem is you get a lot of people that are like have the time to be like, you got to meet my friend. You got to meet this friend. So it's a little bit of, and then you have to like get over your own shit to be able to like want to date. And my life's pretty good. So like, the problem right now is what you guys have. I kind of like, it's the unknown. It's the fear of like that stuff, like getting married, have a kid. I'm like, oh God, like that's the only thing that could ruin my life, doing that with the wrong person.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people around my age, like they have their money set, they have their career set. They're like, figured it out, what they spend, what they make, and then figured out kind of their friends and their dynamics. And then they're like, okay, now I have to bring this brand new person in here.
Yeah.
That could like really just like not be right.
Yeah.
And so that's a scary thing. But then the dating's fun too. Here's the big difference. At 40, in your 20s and 30s, everyone's like going for something. In 40s, when you start dating people a little bit older, something has happened. And you're like, I got to figure out what the story is that led them to here. But to both of us, like I have my story and I can tell it my way that makes me sound better than I am.
Yeah.
I'm looking for them to tell their story of like, what the fuck? How do we?
Yeah, let's not ignore that something obviously has transpired.
Right, because that's just the truth. We've all lived a life. Maybe it's your career. Maybe you had like a significant other. It didn't work out. That's okay.
Yeah.
And I think like the first date to me is all about figuring out what got, and I think there's intimacy in that. Like, what got us here? Like, tell me the story that like made it so you're 35, 36, and a young woman who normally, just in general, at that age, a lot of women would like to be with someone that they've been with. So like you go, what's the story? And not in a mean way. I'm not looking to like.
No, I understand.
Right. And if someone can't tell that story, I'm generally, I have the belief, it's my opinion, that like they're not ready.
Yeah.
If they can't tell that story.
And there's not a wrong answer to this, but like, I think I would do well dating at 40 because I'd be okay 10 years in either direction. Like if some hot 50-year-old was like, do you want to go out? I'd be like, Lydia? Yeah, let's go out.
All those 50-year-old
Barb.
And the 30-year-old, I'm down too. Like 10 years in either direction.
That's the weird part about being single as you get older. I had this guy come up to me, and this happens a lot where like older men will be like, they kind of like tell you this like weird, they're like, if my wife passed, like they go into if my wife passed, and then they go on this like 10-minute thing about like, I would date appropriate, nothing younger than 27, nothing older than that. They go into this like weird.
They thought
it thought of it in a way where then they go, but I'm not Bill Belichick. They always reference Bill Belichick. They're like, I'm not gonna like be disgusting, but I would date appropriately. Like, but it's this weird like fan fiction of their wife dying. It's like insane. It happens with a ton of men, and they feel comfortable coming to me. I'm sure you guys have this because we put ourselves out there. We're telling jokes. We're being comedians, So people, every party I go to, I have someone just ready to tell me their darkest secrets. Do you guys have that?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I do. Go.
I do. I don't know. I think you do, Jared, because you're like a safe place, right? Because
right. There's no wife for me to tell, too.
Right. You're like you are on the edge. You're like this tertiary character, like living in all the worlds, right?
Right.
Like, we're married saps. I don't know. Like, I'll go up to my wife and be like, do you know that guy was on ecstasy? She's like, the whole party's on ecstasy, Josh. I'll be like, his pupils were dinner plates. She's like, yeah, you fucking stiff. Like, no one offers you because you're an old married hack. I'm like, gotcha.
Right.
So, but yeah, I bet people tell you they're deep dark.
It's also whatever you talk about, because you are so open with this journey. Like, I guess for me, people come up to me. It's only the things I'm passionate about. They'll ask me about something that I cooked or something. They'll ask me what Josh is like. They'll ask me a lot about my wife. Like, and they'll probably say something related to politics. Like, I was at a party recently and like every person, like, they're like, God damn it, what's going on in Iran? I'm like, I know, but like, we could also just like have a good time. But yeah, what's going on is fucked up. But I am the receiver of your political gripes.
Yes.
Very often at a party. I don't know what that says about me, but that's my
Well,
thing.
yours break through. When you put something out on that subject, it always gets put at my table.
It hits.
It hits. You have a very thoughtful, look at it, and it's not harsh in a way that's like, there's a softness, there's a warmth to when you put something out. And I think that's like a big part of it, because they go, this guy's, it's tough for reasonability, like people being reasonable to like show through. Like whether you agree or disagree, it's always like not in the way that
they're
like
angry.
Right.
I spend a lot of time when I craft my little public statements. I spend a lot of time trying to massage the way that I say something.
That shows through.
With the absolute goal of always trying to get somebody to just read it.
Right.
You might not agree with it, but if I'm taking the time and I'm putting out a plain text Instagram story, it means that I tried to get through.
See, I would rather, at least you get treated like a smart person. Someone comes up to me, they're like, oh man, I just ate the biggest sundae of my life. You got to hear about it. Yeah. It was a fried sundae. You're going to love hearing about this. Let me tell you about this guy who shit his pants. Jared, you'll love this. Anytime I hear Jared, you'll love this, I'm like, this is about to offend me. This is really going to be mean. Jared, you'll love this. There's a guy who goes and shits his pants and then walks around and tells stupid jokes. He's just like you. There's this disgusting.
He's just like you.
Right? Jared, you'll love this.
That's funny.
It's the story of my life.
This episode of the Good Guys Podcast is brought to you by our friends at Kachava. Folks, when was the last time you went outside? Okay, I know you're just sitting there scrolling, listening to podcasts. Good, stay there, listen to them more. No, you really got to get outside, okay? I've been in Florida. Everybody knows that. And I've been going to the beach. And let me tell you, oh my God, I'm a seal, okay? I am a seal. You should see me in that water, just jumping up and down. Do seals jump? I don't think they jump. Maybe like a dolphin going in and out of the water. Let me tell you, it is unbelievable. I absolutely love it. And folks, that is what Kachava is. That is what we embody. That is who we are, okay? Look, when you take Kachava, your wellness routine is going to the moon. You're going to want to go to the beach because you're going to have the energy for it, okay? You're going to have the strength for it. You're going to feel focused, beautiful cognition. You're going to have great immunity, strong. You're going to be strong like a bull. And then at the end of the day, okay, you're going to go to the bathroom and you're going to be regular. Actually, throughout the entire day, you're going to be regular once you're in a groove with Kachava, okay, because it aids in digestion. Folks, it provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense, no artificial sweeteners, no colors, no nothing, no GMO, no soy, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing, no gluten, and no preservatives. And 2 scoops provide 25 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, greens, adaptogens, you name it. Folks, rewild your nutrition at kachava.com and use code GOODGUYS. New customers get $20 off an order of 2 bags or more now through the 31st. That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com. Use code GOODGUYS. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Shopify. Folks, New Year is the moment everyone is reflecting, resetting, and rewriting their story. January is about turning that energy into action, and Shopify makes that first step easier than ever. Whether you're dreaming up a side hustle or finally ready to bet on yourself, Shopify is the platform that helps you become who you were meant to be. No more waiting, no more maybe. Folks, it is now or never. Now or never. Look, somebody told me an amazing quote that I love that I've been using this January, okay? Do the hard things. I don't know who said it, okay? Maybe it was Gandhi. I don't know who said it. Do the hard things. I know it's not easy to launch a business. I know it's not easy to put yourself out there. I know it's not easy to go to shopify.com/goodguys and have AI suite tools do everything for you. Oh, actually, it is easy. You know what wasn't easy? Before Shopify, it wasn't easy to make a website. You would need to either know how to code or you need to hire a coder for literally thousands of dollars. Your site would be slow. Your site would break. Now, all of a sudden, your site doesn't break. You can do it all yourself. It's reasonably priced, and they have AI-powered tools for things like creative. Okay. So honestly, do hard things doesn't apply to this. It applies to everything else. Taking out the trash, that's a harder thing than going to shopify.com/goodguys. Okay. Taking your dog for a walk in the cold, it's harder for him. It's hard for both of you. That's harder than going to shopify.com/goodguys. Okay. So start today because it's not hard. And the best is yet to come for you. Okay. You're going to go to shopify.com/goodguys and you're going to turn your dream into a reality.
Jared, you'll love this. And Jared, you know who you look like are two things that make me like want to run into the woods and grow a beard.
Same
and
here.
Never,
Awful.
Right.
But who do you get, Josh? Who do they say you look like?
Leno.
Yeah, not anymore.
Leno.
No.
I get young Leno.
Now, no. By the way, who do you look like now with the beard, Josh?
You know,
the beard is smoldering. It's a great look for you.
I agree.
God bless
It's
you.
a great look. It's with the hat. It looks very what's that Paramount show that people love? Landman.
Landman.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, you're like new age cowboy. That's the look.
Yeah, it's good.
God bless you.
Yeah, man.
I get on my best days I get Adrian Grenier. On my worst I get thinner Leno or Travolta is
Anybody with weight issues.
Jaw-y. Yeah.
Anyone with
jaw-y.
anyone with weight issues. I just connected with you in such a way we've never really met. But if someone goes thinner and then says someone else, I'm like, I'm good. I'm just happy. I'm happy with that. I'll take the compliment. Like that's the same. I met Adrian Grenier. I was in New Orleans. I went to a bachelor party. We went like a night early. And we were told, go to this bar a night early. All these bands that like are the best wedding band you've ever heard does residencies at different bars in New Orleans on Frenchman Street.
Love it.
So they say, go on Wednesday ahead of your bachelor party because you can catch one of these like 8-piece bands. And we go to this place, I think it's called Bontemps Rule or something like that. It was this band that was known. So we go, it's all my buddies, we're getting hammered. And then I'm literally doing the limbo underneath the trombone. And then I just look up, it's Adrian Grenier.
Wow.
And he's like, and I'm like, Vinny Chase. and he looks at me and he's got a Bud Light in each hand. And like, we look at each other and then like, I was like, man, this is like, this is the movie version of this bachelor party. And I just remember thinking, smaller dude than I would have thought.
I thought you were going to say, I just remember thinking, wow,
Thin
it's a lot
cat,
like Josh.
thin kid.
Oh my
He's
God,
a
Josh.
thin
I've
kid.
seen you before.
Yeah. He was way small. I thought he was going to be like,
How tall is he? Like 5'8"?
I'm 5'8.5" on my right leg. He's probably, but also slighter.
They're always smaller.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I am so, do you guys like that?
What?
Do you like hearing a celebrity like my immediate thought is, what is the celebrity's height? Like, are they bigger, smaller in person than I thought?
But that Kevin Connolly, right, who played E on the show,
He must be the size of my pinky.
He's
because
he's
next
a
to
squeak.
Vince.
He's 5'4", 5'5".
5'4"
He's a
is
smaller
ridiculous.
dude.
Don't say 5'4" to me. That just made me like, it would make me think of it. Like,
By the way, we can't watch the show anymore. I can't.
No.
5'4".
He's a smaller.
5'4", yeah, you can't watch.
Jeremy Piven's got to be 5'7", And I think, by the way, Drama is 5'8", 5'9".
Drama
like,
to me is
kids.
6'7".
I completely agree with you.
Thank you.
Turtle's 5'8", Ferrara. Like, I just think these are smaller kids. So probably Vinny Chase is 5'10".
No, he was not 5'10". I was like honestly, that's got to be the worst part about being that big of a celebrity is like I just immediately was like, okay, let's go back to back. Like I just want to know, like I just, but it sits with you. You have one memory of someone, and someone meets you guys, and they have one memory of you.
They always, and actually, I'm now thinking about this for the first time. It is an insult. They're always like, "Wow, you're so much taller than I thought." And the fact that
you are tall, you're surprisingly tall. You're 6'2".
Right?
As short also says something.
I think that's I think that's an anti-Semitic thing.
It is, right?
Yeah, I'm willing to go anti-Semitic on that one.
Definitely.
I think
Buzzer.
right.
Anti-Semitic.
Hit the. You guys should have a bell. Yeah,
Yeah, we should. We should.
Yeah, I agree with you because I did meet you.
Bell, you hit it. It goes. Oy vey.
Yeah.
That's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, they always say, "Wow, you're much taller in person."
You are, but you are tall.
I'm tall. I'm taller.
You're a tall kid.
Yeah.
You're a tall
you're
kid.
tall.
6'2"
You can say you're. I could say you can say you're tall.
I can say I'm tall.
Yeah.
Okay,
Without fear. But this is you having not dated.
Yeah.
Like me as a guy, single guy, you have to be very careful about how you talk about your height.
Got it.
Especially
Does
confident.
is she always like, "Oh, you're less tall than I thought you were"?
No, I get taller because I undersell, over deliver. Like the biggest mistake
You're
man.
tall too, by the way.
No, I give tall.
You do give tall.
Because I do have one leg an inch and a half long on the other. I've had it my whole life.
An inch and a half?
Yeah, an inch and a half long on the other. So I can stand on my right, or if I go on my left,
Which
I have
one's longer?
My left is shorter than my right. So
do you have shoes with a bigger sole?
I did when I was 13. I had a shoe with a sole on it that was bigger.
That's why you slice your drives.
Oh my God.
That's why you slice your drives.
Maybe
we played golf together. That's why you slice your drives, because you have too much weight on your front foot, Jared.
If that's the answer.
I'm not even kidding.
No, you're probably right.
Swear to God, you have too much weight on your front foot.
So I need to go on my back
which is great
foot.
for your irons.
Right.
It's amazing because you're supposed to hit down on the ball. Drivers, you're supposed to hit up.
We might have lost half your listenership.
No, they're
but
here.
Okay,
This
as long
is
as
huge.
this is huge. It's crazy what you're saying is connecting
This
to me.
is it.
You're right.
That's why your irons are so pure.
And I do hit a good iron.
Amazing, because you hit
Wow.
down on the ball. Your weight's supposed to be front. Drives, it's supposed to be neutral.
That's
So
insanity.
true.
That is insanity. You're right. And that's a good swing
By
thought.
the way, my Jack Nicklaus, that's a crazy tip.
That's a crazy tip.
That's a crazy
But it's
tip.
correct.
It's correct.
I'm going golfing right from here.
It's a crazy tip.
And now I have to go try it. Golf, you hear one thing, you're like, I got to go do it now. Like, what if I just ran out of here?
I know, it's so good. We have the itch. We have the itch.
Jared, I want you to, before we get to our final segment, I want you to promote anything. Tell the people, what should we be looking at? What
Come
should
to
we
a
be
show. I love doing shows. I'm going. When does this come out? This is the classic podcast.
When is
question.
this?
Next week. Next week.
Next
now.
week.
Yeah, we're
so,
here.
So I'm going to be in New York. I'm doing shows at Town Hall. Toronto, I'm at Danforth. And Valentine's Day Eve and night, New York and Toronto. And then Boston on the 30th of January. I'm going out of order. Tempe, LA, Los Angeles. You got to come, Josh. I would love to have you.
Yeah, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at some theater downtown, but it's on a Saturday, so it won't take 8 hours to get to.
I'm in.
I'm going to be there, and then I'm going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I'm always
touring.
I'm on the road. And also I have a book coming out about dating. So it's called Walking Red Flag. I'm the red flag. So I tell personal stories that I think you can pre-order it now. It's called Walking Red Flag. And then I got a special coming out in September. So it's like I got a big year coming. I'm like I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm excited.
2026 is your year.
This is it. The year of J Train. So, and I got the J Train podcast. I do it daily.
You do?
I have been doing it daily for like a year now. And
Is that exhausting?
It's a lot. I never shut the fuck up, but we do Mailbag Monday, I give advice. Tuesday, I do TikTok Tuesday where I got angry. Chit Chat Wednesday, you guys got to come on Chit Chat Wednesday. We just chill like this. This is fun. And then Pop Culture Thursday, and then Friday I do like my Patreon. But I go to my Instagram. It's all there, all the links. But this is a pleasure. This is so easy. You guys make it easy.
So
this
fun.
Oh, you're a
so
mensch.
fun. Fix my golf
It's
swing.
huge.
Oh yeah, I can't
my
wait
God.
to see.
I'm actually. You actually are right.
I'm right. You're going to be scratched tomorrow.
That's crazy because I do think about like my weight
Your eyes are so pure.
I think about my weight, and I think about my weight.
Yeah. I was thinking about weight. All right. Well, our last segment, what are you nuts? Gripes with people, places, and things. You have a million of these. It's in our DNA. You were traveling, whatever, both big and small, whatever, sticking in your craw. What is bothering you?
Oh, I'm actually excited I want to hear you guys' opinion on this.
Yeah.
I'm a Delta flyer. Okay. I'm going to do an airplane one, but like I got to.
By the way, the airplane, it is what it is.
It connects.
Somebody has to fix it, Josh. What are you nuts are too frequent.
Are they
Every
all
comedians are Delta people. It's the best airline, and every great comedian I know, they're Delta, Medallion, Platinum.
This is on that
Diamond.
subject, okay? So I've committed. This is the problem. My most committed relationship is to my airline.
You can't. You got to commit to times. Is that why you fucking had a one stop? Because you refused to fly anything but Delta? Are you insane?
But my parents.
By the way, that's my what are you nuts? I'm jumping you. My what are you nuts are people that are so loyal to their stupid airline for their status that they will inconvenience themselves. You're telling me that you took a one stop in Atlanta just so that you didn't have to fly United? What are you nuts, Jared?
You're right. This is one because you either go all the way. This is one where I should have been like
one flight.
You're right.
One flight.
It's actually OCD. You're right. My parents went Spirit, and you know what's funny about that generation? They don't know that Spirit sucks. So I was like Spirit, and then I did a 10-minute "you guys are losers" routine,
and they landed perfectly.
They were like, "What are you talking about? We loved it."
Yeah.
Like they had no reference to Spirit being the punchline airline of America, and they were like, "We loved it. It was it was a little more expensive than we thought." Like I'm like, the whole thing is that it's cheap. Like they didn't even know what speed. They're like, it was direct. It got us here in like 10 minutes. What are you talking about? I was like, okay,
we had to pay to put your mother's pocketbook on, but other than that, it was wonderful.
They did some weird things. Like they're referencing all the weird things we would make fun of. You know, like with no knowledge from the mouth of babes. So. My complaint is I was on a Delta flight and I have 970,000 miles lifetime, okay? A lifetime. So they go on the loudspeaker, they go, "We want to make a special announcement. We have amongst us a guy who is hitting his 2 millionth mile while we're in the sky. And we want to give him a gift." So they hold up this bag. And I'm like I'm in Delta Comfort because I didn't get the upgrade. And I'm looking to first class to be like, who is this billionaire that we're about to be introduced to? And he's literally a row ahead of me across the aisle in Delta Comfort. Can you imagine? You get your 2 million. That's like when I go to Barry's boot camp and they announce, "Hey, it's Jared's 500th class," and I'm like, "I'm too fat to have 500th class." I don't want to be announced because then I would be like, "Oh, let's see this jack dude," and then it's me, pudgy on a treadmill. I was across the aisle from this guy, 2 million. But what are we aspiring to?
It's Jared's 900th class. I know it's hard to believe.
Right. I wish they would say that. I'm so conditioned by my dad. Anytime I get a compliment, my dad catches the compliment and throws it back with an insult. So if someone's like, "Jared, you're really losing weight." No, you haven't seen anything. Big fat fuck. He'll go into a whole routine.
The classic girl when you compliment their dress and they need to tell you it was $1 at Walmart.
The exact same thing except not coming from me.
Yeah.
He thinks I can't handle a comment. So this guy gets 2 million miles and I'm like, oh my God, what's he doing back here? Don't announce it. Don't ruin the dream. I fly a lot and I'm not even at 1 million. This guy's flying twice as much as me over the same time span or for the same amount as me over double the years.
Yeah.
So this was all to get Delta Comfort and then they give him the bag and the woman next to me goes, this is the best part of my day. She goes, "Well, now we're all curious. So what he got?" And I just look at her, I go, "He didn't get first class." And she was dying. It was the biggest laugh of my. I was literally hard in my fucking seat. And then he opens up. It was a passport holder, and I'm like, I wanted to just go up to him and go, "We got to get out of this, man.
Yeah,
we don't need this. We got to. We're she's cheating on us.
I'm over airline loyalty.
I think you're right.
I'm not loyal. I fly a lot. I'm not loyal.
It's the crack. This was the crack. You're right.
What do you want from it? Why do you want loyal? Why do you want for the upgrade? Pay for it, cheap fuck.
Right. No, you're bringing up, this is the crack. This is like when, like, I'm seeing it now because of this guy, and you're making a lot of sense.
You don't need it. Times.
I was platinum on Delta for a couple of years when I was flying a lot. And what I liked is the moment I book coach, because it can be when you're booking to go Comfort Plus can be like $300 more.
Right.
And then first class can be like $800 more. So I would book coach. With that second, it would be like, you're in Comfort Plus. I'd be like, you bet your ass I am.
Yeah, they give it to you right away.
And like, there were some nice things, but to Ben's point, it's like, and the great Brian Kelly, the points guy, will tell you, like, at this point, they don't care about us, so we can't care about them.
Right.
But I
Wow.
do think it would have been better if 2 Million Mile Guy, the present, was a 5-pound Biscoff cookie.
Yeah.
With
It's
his
the
name on
size-
it, you know, they have Biscoff written on it.
Yeah.
If his name was
Size
on
of a
it.
Yellow Pages.
Who would have
like,
thought
oh,
we would have
and
became socialists at this end of this
Totally.
episode? This turned us anti-capitalist.
Yeah. Josh, what do you got?
The other day it was raining. It had been raining a lot in LA, and I was at my beloved Equinox, and I hear a guy go, "Yeah, man, you know, I'm taking a trip to Costa Rica today. Just happy to get out of the rain."
What?
The
Really?
rainforest.
It's in the rainforest? What are you, nuts?
That's funny.
I think
Yeah,
that's just funny that guy is so lonely that he's just saying things out loud so that people, like, he's just talking about his trip. He has no one to tell.
It's an Equinox problem. Josh and I talk about it all the time. Equinox, so gay.
It is that, you think he's like looking for a guy?
Yeah, you're in the steam room. He's talking to Josh. He's trying to cruise.
That's all gyms. Don't you put that on my beloved Equinox in my free
He's trying
membership,
to
okay?
cruise.
That's any gym. That's any hot box.
Hey,
for
has
dudes.
anyone been to Costa Rica? Anybody?
Gotta escape this rain.
Right.
You want to escape this rain with me?
Yeah.
In this sauna?
This
While
man
you're
rain.
hard?
I love when people just say things out loud to, like, be heard.
Yeah.
Is it? And you're like, man, it's like the achoo when you sneeze. Like, you don't have to do that.
No.
That's crazy.
No, you can hold it in.
Yeah.
You can hold it in. Jared, this has been an absolute pleasure. Okay. Where
I love
can we
it.
find you? Where
At
can-
Jared Freid, just Instagram, TikTok, the Wizard of Ha.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, the Wizard of Ha. I think Wizard of Ha or the Wizard of Ha. One of the
Oh, did you do the owl trend?
I did.
Oh, you did. I saw it.
I did it. That was
loved
I had a lot
Good
of
for
fun.
Josh. I love this one.
Okay, so
Have you seen this trend, Josh? And then I'll tell you the one that I did that obviously got no views, but it was really funny.
I want to hear.
saw
I didn't
yours.
even know. Okay, ready? It was I'm an owl, but this is my impersonation of an owl who lives in your grandparents' community in Boca. Who?
That's really good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Go ahead.
Mine was you're an owl named Euphigenia Doubtfire. Oh.
I think you lean too hard on the Miss Doubtfire, Ben. I think we got to let go of it.
It's
I
a
think
deep
it's-
cut,
it's-
but it's a good deep cut.
Oh, you're tea.
Yeah.
No? That's our
I think
show.
you can let go.
Give
We
this
can let
episode
go of it.
5 stars.
This was all an intervention.
This episode
was
5
great.
stars.
It
Otherwise,
was
what are you
great.
nuts? Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. This will be my last show.
Let's wait. Let's read one of our wonderful reviews. Our 5-star
yeah.
reviews.
So a
Oh, yeah.
review, they write their "What are you nuts?"
No, so we don't accept what are you nuts is. Don't tell us you what are you nuts. We don't want it. It's no good. Okay.
This feels like it has lore to it as well.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we don't want them. No, we want you to rate, review, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, we are going to read a review live on the show.
I love it.
This one is from Mickey D10. Chubby Josh was my sexual awakening. This podcast is 5 stars. Josh is my celebrity crush. Sorry, Paige. And yes, I hope that title gets my review read on the podcast.
See? Beautiful.
Compliments
did.
will get you everywhere.
Rate, review,
I'll
and
take it.
subscribe.
Thank you
That's
so
it.
much.